Hi guys, welcome to 3D Coin Collector game in Unity video tutorial series. In the previous video, we understood how do we design the game over screen. You can see we have designed a simple game over screen. We are displaying game over text, final score 0. We have created a replay button and quit button. I click on the play button. If I click on replay, you can see that it replays the sample scene where player can collect the coins. You can see score is incrementing. Anytime the player overlaps with the obstacles, his health reduces. If health becomes 0, it goes to game over scene, right? If he wants, he can replay again. But one small problem you can see, we are not displaying the final score here. How many coins the player has collected? He should know that, right? If I click on replay, you can see player is collecting the coins, right? Here, player has collected 6 coins, let's say. We should show that as final score when health becomes 0. You can see when health becomes 0, it goes to game over scene, but final score is not getting displayed here. So let's understand how do we display the final score so that the player can replay and beat his own score. So how do we store the final score? To store final score, we take help of the static class. Okay, whatever values you store in the static class variables, they are persisted between the levels. The values you store in static variables of a static class are persisted between the levels, guys. So let's create a static class. I right click here, create mono behavior script. I call this as game instance class. Game instance. I double click to open it. You can see the game instance class is created. In the game instance class, we are going to create variables in which we store values which we want to persist between multiple levels. Okay, first of all, it need not be mono behavior class, and I remove this start and update methods, and it is going to be a static class. Public static class game instance. It's a static class. Inside that, I am going to create one public static integer type final score variable with a value 0. You can see I created a variable called as final score, which is of type static, and it is inside the static class. And whatever value we store in this variable, it is persisted between the levels. Okay, let's save this one. Now we created the static class with the final score. We have to set this final score before going to the game over screen, right? Before going to game over scene. So I go to player controller. Here, when player health becomes less than or equal to 0, we are switching to game over scene, right? So before this line, we have to set the final score. So what we do here, we say game instance. We can directly use this class name and then dot. I can access the final score, you can see that. And the final score equals to score. That is the current score of the player. Very simple, guys. This is the next step. First, you create a game instance class of type static and create a static variable final score, and you can access this final score using the class name anywhere. So before going to the game over scene, we are setting the final score by saying game instance dot final score equal to score. That's it. And then we have to update it in the UI, right? We have to update it in the game over menu. So here we have game over menu controller. In this, first we need to get reference to that txt final score. We have to get reference to txt final score text. So I see here public text mesh pro UGUI. I call this as txt final score. So this variable is of type text mesh pro. So if I save this, definitely in the game over scene, okay, in the game over scene, if I select the canvas, we have attached here game over menu controller, and it is asking for txt final score, reference to txt final score. So here we have that txt final score text, right? I simply drag and drop here. Now I got the reference to this final score text inside the script to change the value. Now what I have to do, I have to simply say here txt final score, that is this text dot set text. We are going to set the text. What should be the text, right? What should be the text? You can see it takes a string. What should be the text? It should be final score colon, right? It should display final score colon space plus. It should display from game instance dot final score. It should display the game instance dot final score. whatever the final score value is, it should display that. So if I save now, okay, everything is saved. You can see, very simple. I go back to Unity. Let's play. Now I click on replay. Now let's play and collect the coins. You can see player is collecting the coins. Now the current score is 4. You can see that. And whenever the player overlaps with the obstacle, health reduces. When health becomes 0, we should show that score as final score, that is 4. You can see it is showing now final score is 4, right? Again I play replay. Let's collect the coins. You can see I am collecting the coins. 6, score is 6, that is the final score now, 6. So if I overlap with the obstacle, health is reducing. When health becomes 0, it shows the final score is 6. So that is how you can display the final score in any game, guys. Very simple. You create one class called game instance or whatever name is okay for you. You give a name. It should be a static class. Create a static variable, okay, like final score here. Before switching to game over scene, you have to set the final score, that is the current score of the player, and then you must update it in the UI, right? For that you get reference to that text final score and then say txt final scores text should be final score colon, right? It should display initially final score colon. After that it should display the final score, right? The current player score, game instance dot final score. So that is how you display the final score, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood. I suggest you people to try this yourself. If you still have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button and share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep gaming, keep sharing. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.